Hi friends, I am KRISHNA. So today we are going to talk about one number. Okay, which if you are a Hindu, you will be hearing that number many times, at least once in a week. Okay, that number is 108. That is 108 or 108. Okay, so Hindus will be obsessed with that 108, like Christians are obsessed with the number 3. Okay, and the Muslims are obsessed with 786 and some. So today we are going to discuss on the 108, which is very important. If you asked to the mainstream experts about why this 108 is being used by the Hindus so many times, then most of the time they will not give the appropriate answer for that. So not only that the mainstream experts, if you ask the Hindu priests about that the 108, then they will simply say that 108 is the God's number and like that, but they will not give the complete explanation of why this 108 being used in the Hindu rituals. Okay, so today we are going to discuss on that 108 number. If you see this 108, in Hinduism, they will say that okay, we have to means do pradakshinam 108 times. Okay, there is 108 names. Okay, if you see the Lord Shiva, Ganas of Lord Shiva, they are 108. If you ask any priest, or they will say some other irrational answer for that, but Pramadganas are 108. If there are 108 dance forms, okay, and if you see in music Tala, 108, there are also 108. How many times we will chant a mantra? That is also 108. Then how many temples are there for Lord Vishnu? If you ask this question for any priest, okay, or then the priest will just say it is 108. So 108 comes every time. Okay, if then what is the reason? What is why this 108 is so important in Hinduism or for Hindus? Because the main reason behind this 108 is 108 is the life. It is the source of life, if you say. So now you will go into the deep into this 108. Without this number 108, there is no life at all. If you are a healthy adult, then you will be breathing 108 into 100. That is 10800. That is 10,800 breaths in daytime. And the same 108 into 100, that is 10,800 breaths at night time. Let us say take sun, okay, and let me take moon. Okay, then what is what is wrong with these two? Okay, I have taken both sun and the moon of same size. Is it really the sun and the moon of the same size? No. Sun is 400 times larger than the moon. Then why I have taken the sun and the moon the same size? Because from the earth, if you see the sun and the moon, they will you can see in same size. That is the reason why in solar eclipse the moon will be completely closing the sun. Okay, you can if you have observed the solar eclipse. Okay, and the main reason why or from earth the sun and the moon looks the same size because of this number, that is 108. What is the reason why the sun and the moon are of same size when you see from the earth? The main reason is that if you do some sort of one calculation, if you take the distance between this earth and the sun and you divide that with the diameter of the sun, then you will get 108. And in the same way, if you take the distance between the earth and the moon and you divide it with the diameter of the moon, then also you will get the 108. So 108 is the reason why you are seeing the sun and the moon of the same size. And this I already told you that this you can observe in the lunar eclipse, okay, or in the solar eclipse, okay, where the sun is being exactly covered by the moon. Okay, so the life exists on earth because the sun and the moon are of the same size if you look at from the earth. Okay, otherwise there will not be any life. Okay, we will be getting deeper into these words, okay, about the life. If I say that sun is important for life, then everyone will agree for that. There is no doubt about it, because uh, without sun we can't even think about the life, because plants need sun, human beings need, everyone needs sun for life. Okay, then that sun should be of this much distance, and it should satisfy that magical number of 108. Means that the sun should be of that much size, or it should have the same diameter which it is having, and it should be of the same distance which it is at present. So that if both the things are, and we are lucky enough that we have both the things and we survive in this on the earth. So I will be explaining that also. If it is, suppose that if it is nearer to what it is, then it will be too much hot, or it is farther than what it is now, then it is too much cold. Then the human race or many other living beings can't survive on that particular extreme cold or extreme hot. So we are lucky enough that sun is at particular this much distance and that much of diameter. Okay, then what about this moon? Moon takes 28 days to circle around the earth, and if you take the reproductive cycle for a woman, that is also the same, that is the 28 days. And if you take the pregnancy period, so after conceiving, it will be taking 28 into 10, that is 280 days to deliver a baby. Okay, so 28 into 10 times. Okay, in the same way, it is not for only for human being, it is for the every living being which is there. It has to follow the moon cycles. that is, it has to follow that 28. Suppose if I take the example of the cow, okay, cow will be having the same reproduction time, that is what is 28 into 10. Maybe this may be the one of the reasons why Hindus consider the cow as sacred. This will be one of the reasons, because it is much resembling the cycles of the human being. Okay, if you take the example of the dogs and the cats, they will also follow the same thing, but 28 into 2, that is 56 days it will take. Okay, that may vary from animal to animal, but the main important thing is that has to follow that 28 number, that is 28, that is the moon cycle. It is scientifically many what you call experiments have been done on the marine animals uh, to see the effect of the moon. Okay, they have done some experiments where they have means closed the marine animals from the moonlight, and they have seen that they have stopped the reproduction. Okay, so for the reproduction, moonlight is very very important. Moonlight in the sense moon, and the moonlight should be really important, and the moon should be, because we are having this life on earth because of this moon, which is there at particular at that particular distance and that particular size from the earth. Perish life on earth, there should be reproduction. So moonlight is important for reproduction. Many ladies will have some problem with their menstrual cycles. So at that particular to overcome those problems, if they go to the doctor, they will also suggest the same thing to what you call to roam or to do some sort of walking in the at the night time. Okay, or if you go to the some siddhas, okay, or the religious person, they will say that okay, you have to rotate or not 8 times around the temple at the night time. Okay, so the main reason behind the ritual, if you do such kind of things, or if your body is exposed to the moonlight, then your menstrual cycles will be regulated. Okay, and they will also say that you have to do for 28 days, or randomly they will say that 1 month you have to do. Okay, it means that at least you have to, if you can do for 28 days, then it will regulate your cycles. Now you know the importance of moon. So let's go deep, somewhat deep into the subject. Okay, suppose there is once you wake up and you see that there is no moon, then what will happen? Okay, so now I already explained that there will not be any reproductive what you call reproduction, and at particular point of time the species will be gone. Okay, then what is the why then that is not going to happen. Means moon will be there. Okay, hope moon should be there. Okay, so suppose that and that moon should be of that much size, and it should be of that much means distance from the earth. Okay, because you know that the earth will rotate with a tilt. Okay, and that tilt, the earth will be of with some tilt, with some angle. Okay, because of that moon. Okay, because of the pull of the gravitational pull from the moon. Okay, that's why the earth will rotate in a tilt way. Okay, with some angle. Okay, suppose that the moon is not there. then what will happen? There will not be any tilt. Means either Earth will rotate at 0 degrees or at 108 degrees. Means if there is no tilt, then there will not be any seasons. Okay, means the seasons are there because Earth is rotating with the tilt, and why the tilt is there? Because of the moon gravitational pull. If the moon is not means is near, if it is nearer, then the tilt will be more, and then also there will not be any seasons. If the moon is far from what it is now, then also there will not be any gravitational pull, and there will not be any seasons. Okay, so moon should be that much size and that much distance from the earth, then only we will have the tilt, then only we will have that seasons. You may be wondering, is that a story that I am telling? No, it is a known fact and it is proven fact, because if you take the example of the other planets, I will take the example of the Mercury and the Venus. They don't have any what do you call moons. Means then you will be seeing that the Mercury is rotating at the 0 degree, and the Venus is approximately it is rotating at 108, sorry, 180 degrees. So they don't have any seasons, they don't have any life, because if it is suppose that if it is rotating at the 0 degrees or it is rotating at 180 degrees, then there will be 6 months of day and 6 months of night. Then if that kind of situation occurs, then the poles, then what do you call the north and south poles will be completely of ice, and the equators will be deserts. Will life exist at that particular extreme situations? Most of the time life will not be existing there. Okay, at least human beings will not be there. Suppose that the moon is not following that 108 number. That means that if you take the distance from the earth to the moon, and if you divide it with this moon's diameter, then if you are not getting the 108, means if the moon comes slightly what you called nearer to the earth, then what will happen? We know that the moon will definitely what you call affect the tides. So definitely there will be tsunamis everywhere. And what about the human body? 80% of the human body is of water. Then what will happen to the human body? We can't even think about it. Okay, suppose okay, the moon has not come nearer, but it has come 10% far from at a particular point. Then what will happen? See, I told you that because of that particular distance and that particular size only, the tilt of the earth is there, and because of that tilt only we are having the seasons. Suppose the moon gets somewhat farther, then there will not be any tilt, or what will happen? The earth will wobble, and the snow on the poles will be what you call comes to the equator, and the whole life will be gone. Okay, is that a weird thing which I am saying? No, it happened. If you take the Mars, the planet Mars, so Mars is having two moons. Okay, but that Mars is not following the number 108. Means the distance and the diameters are not following the 108 number. So it already happened that because of in if you take the example of the earth and the moon, because of that moon and because of that 108, that magic figure 108, uh, the the earth is regulating that tilt. Okay, even somewhat some evolving is there, but it is not that much. It is regulating it. Okay, because of that gravity. But if you take the Mars, even though it is having two moons, okay, but it is not following that the magic number of 108. So what happened? The all the ice which was there in the poles has come down, and the whole planet has been dead. There are no seasons. Okay, there is no life. Okay, and it is scientifically it is proved, and we are having we got the photos from the NASA that once there was ice in the poles and it came down. There were pictures for that, and the main reason for that is because of the what are the moons which are there, the satellites which are there for the Mars is not following that magic number of 108. Many sadhus or the Siddha Purushas who worship Lord Shiva or the Lingam, okay, they will be worshipping the Panchamukha Lingam. If you have seen the Panchamukha Lingam, which is very means most of the time we will not see that Panchamukha Lingam. Okay, you can see the Panchamukha Lingam only those temples which is very remote, and only the agoras or the Siddha Purushas will do worship that lingam. It tend to be very sacred lingam, Panchamukha Lingam. Okay, which is having five facets. Okay, and if you see which is like means if you see from the upper angle it will be like a pentagon. Okay, and it is having the angle of 108 degrees. Each corner is of 108 degrees. Okay, so this is what if you see the pentagon in USA, it is also 108 degrees. Is this having some relation with the UFOs and the other creatures? Maybe. Okay, but this lingam is known to be very sacred. Okay, because it is having five facets and each corner is having 108. That's why this Panchamukha Lingam is very, very sacred in Hinduism. If you take the number 108, then if you take 1 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 3, then you will get 108. And this number is a divine number. Okay, if you don't think of, if you don't worship God, or if you don't believe in God, then this, if you believe in science, then this is the number on the basis of which the all the life of the living beings is being designed. Okay, this is the number on which the life is being designed. This is the number of nature. This is the nature's number. If you take the golden ratio in the Fibonacci series, then it is 2 sine 108 by 2, which will get the gold ratio. Is it crazy? Most of the Indian temples are built by taking this number. Okay, so if you take any ancient temple, it will definitely follow this 108 number in its architecture. Okay, if you take the Brihadiswara temple, okay, which is in Tanjavur, it is 216 feet height, means 108 into 2. And the pyramid, the step pyramid in Cambodia, it is also 108 feet. Not only that, even the pyramids of the Egypt, okay, it has to follow the number 108, and it will be having the multiples, so it will have, means it will follow the 108, means it may have the multiples of 108. But all the ancient structures will follow this magical number of 108, which is the nature's number. Okay, we don't completely have the idea on this number, how this nature designed in this with this number. Okay, but the ancient people know very well about that. Okay, anyhow, that knowledge has been gone, and our that knowledge has become the mythology. Okay, or the wrong beliefs, but those are the actual beliefs, and there is a science involved in that, not knowingly or unknowingly. How this everything in the nature is been aligned such a proper way around this 108. Okay, if you take the distance, if you take the distance between the moon, distance between the sun and the earth, the distance between the moon and the earth, and all those things. I am only telling you the tip of the iceberg, but there is much, much deeper. If you consider, if you study on this 108, which in the modern days we don't see, we just take 108 as the random number, but it is not a random number. Okay, and if you think that it is a mere coincidence, that okay, but do you think that these many coincidences happens? No. Okay, and it is scientifically proven. Okay, yeah, our Hinduism or our priests don't know how to explain these things. Okay, so they will take that the aid of the god, but this is actually the truth of the life, that everything everything designed on this 108. Okay, so if now from now, if anyone or any priest will say that you have to chant for 108 times, or if you have to rotate, or if you have to circle around the temple for 108 times, take it seriously and do it, and you will get the tremendous advantage. And if at all any deformities are there, then that will be definitely be cured. Thank you.